Hello dear participant and welcome back to lecture 12 list and list operations. This is the part of the industry oriented Python programming for AI and data analytics. So first we are talking about what is a list in the Python. Simply, if we are talking, list is the one of the most commonly used built-in data structure in the Python, and it is used to store multiple items in the single variable list, are ordered, mutable, and can contain element of different data types. So here, this is the syntax, how we can store the information in list. This is the syntax, this is the variable name, and we have to use square bracket. As you can see, I highlight at this place. In this we have the item 1, item 2, item 3, and so on. So this is a very simplest example to store the information in list. Okay, so here we are going to cover about 25 practical examples with their applications. So first we are talking about how to create a simple list. So here you can see in this syntax, the left side and right side are the bracket, square bracket we are using, and name of the object. Here we have the languages, so every string will be inside quote sign. Okay, this is the Python. Then we have the Java, C++, JavaScript, R, and each object will be separated by with the comma. So this will store inside languages. So this is the string, and when we will print, control and enter. So this is the list you can see here, and in the list all the object will be separated by comma and enclosed by square bracket. If we want to access the element of the list, okay, first element, second element, third element, or the last element, we can do. See, here we are accessing the first and last element. These are the name of the fruits: apple, banana, mango, orange, and we store this list inside fruit. Okay, so all the object will be, if these are string, then we will use a quote sign. If these are the numerical value, then we will simply enter as an integer or float value. So here the index of these object will start from 0. As you know, the index in the Python is starting from 0. So for apple we have 0. For banana, that of we have is 1. This is 2, and this is 3. Okay, so if we want to access the first element, this one, so we will use here 0 index. And if you want to access the last element, orange, for that we will use here -1. So if the index we are using -1, -2, -3, these will start from last. And if we wanted to start from starting, so this will be 0, 1, 2, and 3. So control and enter. If you want to access the second element, this one, so we have to use 1, because the index for banana is 1. If you want to access the second element from last, so here we use 2, control and enter. So from starting, the index of 1 is banana is 1, and you can see here is banana by using this index. If you are using -2, okay, so this is the last element, last second element, and that is accessed by using -2. Okay, so in this way we can access the element from the beginning and from the last. Got it? Next we have is the negative index. Here you can see we have the numbers in this list. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, if you are using the negative index -1, so this will access the value -50. If you are using -2, this is the second last. If you are using -5, so this is the first element. So whether you are using 0 index or you are using -5, for this list the same value will return. We can check for the 0 also. I fix here 0 and control and enter. You can see we have the same value, same element. Okay, so actually the thing you have to check how we can use this index, okay, and to assess the element. Next we have is the list slicing, how we can do slicing in the list. So if suppose that we have these numbers 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if you are using here column 3, see control and enter. From this place you can see the first 3 elements are there starting from 0. So up to 3 element will be there. If I am using here 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, last element have the index 5. So you can see all the element are there. All the element we are able to assess. If you want to reverse the list, okay, so we can do easily by using the slicing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the element. If you want to change the order starting from last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay, then you will use double colon sign and -1. This command will reverse the element. Control and enter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so in this way we can reverse the list. Next we have the length. To find out the length of the list, we have len function. Okay, so by using len function we can get the list of object, list of element. Okay, control and enter. You can see these are the object A, B, C, D, and all these will store inside student. So if you want to check the list length, we are using here len function, len, and pass this argument. We have the list of the element. And if you want to check the same for by using this number, okay, so what I will do, I will copy the numbers only and pass here. Control and enter. So you can see there are 5 numbers. Okay, so in this way you can manipulate, you can choose any list, and for all this will work properly. Next we have is the append. Append function we use to merge the element to add element. Okay, so here we want to add the subject biology in the existing list of the course. So this is the subjects math, physics, chemistry, and here by using append function, see the syntax, subject is the same variable we take from this place, and append is the function, and inside the append function you will write the subject name which you want to add. And when you will execute, when you will print this statement, print subject, this will return by adding one more subject, biology is there. Then we have the function insert. Okay, so here we are inserting one subject at our requirement place. Okay, we by using the append, the element will be always in the last, but by using the insert function we can insert anywhere in the list. Just like you can see, this is the subject list. Okay, and here we are using subject dot insert function which we talking here. Okay, the same function we are using. So one is the location where we want to fix this new subject, that is English. Okay, if I am using here 1, then this will be the second element in the list. If I am using here 0, then it will be the first element in the list. You can see English is on the first. If I am using here 3, then this will be the last subject. English is now at the place. So this is the location where you want to insert this subject. Okay, after that we have the extend function. See, this is the extend. We can merge 2 different lists. Here you can see we are choosing list 1 having the element 1, 2, 3, and in the list 2 we have 3 element 4, 5, 6. So by using the extend function, list1 dot extend list2. See the syntax how we are using to merge these two lists. Okay, so when you will use, and after that the list2 will be merged inside list1, and when you will print, you can see the element in the new list is 1 2 3 4 5 6. If you are choosing here list2 and here is list1, then see what happened. Control and enter. Here is only list1 is there, because we want to get new list. So here we have to use list2. Control and enter. Now you can see the element of the list2 are in the beginning, and after that we have the list number 1. So in this way you can use in any way according to your choice. Okay, this is the list1, list2, list1. Control and enter. Sometimes if you want to remove banana from the list, one element or object you want to remove, so we have the remove function. So see here I am taking fruit list, and here I wanted to remove one fruit name. Fruit dot remove function is there, banana. Okay, so now when I will print this new list, banana will be absent. Okay, so there is a pop function also we can use, and see for the undo, remove last. Okay, so see we have 85, 90, 78, 88. These are the marks, and when we will use marks dot pop, so this will remove the last element. Control and yes. So we have the elements are 85, 90, 68. So the last element by using pop function will be removed. There is also delete function which we can use. So by using the delete, we can take the help of the index. Okay, so in these numbers we can have the element 10, 20, 30, 40. If you want to use here del number, okay, we have to supply here index. So that particular element will be removed. Control and enter. See here 20 is deleted if you are using 0. So the first element has been removed. If you are using 4, the last element is removed. Okay, so 4 means 5 index. Sorry, 4 we are not able to use. We can use 3 only. Okay, so 40 is removed. So this is the way how you can use the delete function, pop function, remove function, and extend function. All these are very useful. Sometimes we have to use. Okay, then we have the clear. So by using the clear function, the cart will be empty. All the element in the list will be removed. See, we have milk, bread, and eggs. These are stored inside cart. So if you are using cart.clear, and then you will print the cart, you can see the cart is now empty. So if you want to remove all the element from the list, you can use clear function. Then this is also again very interesting, and this is a type of the example we have already discussed in the previous session. Okay, so if you want to check whether the element is member or not, we have the languages Python, Java, R. So how we can use this, like I want to check MATLAB in languages. This is the group of the languages, whether this this software is in languages or not. Okay, so when I will execute, you can see this element does not exist. If I am using here R, if I am using R, control and enter, this is true because R is one language in the list. If you are using Python also we can use here, control and enter, this is true again. Here is the count. Okay, so for the count you can see 10, 20, 10, 30, 30. These are the element. Okay, so from this group we can count how many elements are repeated or the duplicate values. Suppose I have the I want to check about 30 numbers dot count. So when I will execute 30 is only one time. If I am using to check 10, control and enter, you can see the 10 is 3 times in the list. If you are using 20, 20 is 1 time. So whenever you have the very long list and you want to check the frequency of any number, by using this count we can do. Then we have the index. Okay, so we can have index. Fruits is equal to apple, banana, orange, Okay, so sorry for the interruption. Index. So here you can see apple, banana, orange. So index of, if we want to check the index of orange, so control and enter. The index for orange is 2. If we want to check the index of apple, we can put the name apple, control and enter. The index of apple is 0. So here we have is the sort box ranking. If we have the marks and we want to check the, we want to do sort these numbers. Okay, so sort function is there, mark dot sort. So this can be used here, control and enter. So you can see all the elements are in ascending order. Sometimes we are required in the descending order. For that we will use this is the list of the salary. Okay, and here salary dot sort. We will use here reverse is equal to true. We are using here reverse is equal to true. So by using this reverse, the elements will be in the descending order. Control and enter. Now you can see all the elements are in descending order. Copy also we can use here, just like you can see list 1 is equal to 1 2 3 and list 2 is equal to list 1 dot copy. If you will use, so the element in a list 2 will be same as we have in list 1. Okay, and here we are printing the same and we are testing whether the list 1 and list 2 are equal. Okay, so this is the comparison. So control and enter. Here you can see the element in the list 2 is also 1 2 3 and also you can see the list 1 is equal to list 2. Here is 2. Then we have the iterate function. We can use just like one by one we want to print by using the iteration, and for loop is there. So for loop we have to use at place for the iteration. See, cities is equal to Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. These are the 3 cities. Okay, for x is x in cities, so x is one value in the cities. Okay, print x. So this will print one by one and you can see control and enter. So in the same sequence where we have in the list or print in the below after giving the command. Okay, if you want to get the some statistical functions to use, so here you can see we have the sales per day 1000, 2000, 1500, 3000, 4500, 7800. Okay, if you want to get the sum of the sale, so there is some function and we will use directly here sum sale. Okay, and if you want to check the maximum value, then you will use max function. If you want to check the minimum value, then you will use minimum function. Okay, control and enter. So you can see the max the total sum we have is 19,800. The maximum value is 7,800 and minimum value is 1,000. So the same we have discussed in the above example, maximum minimum both has been used. Here is once again we have the list of the temperature. So maximum temperature and minimum temperature we can do control and enter. Okay, so in this way we can use maximum and minimum function to check the value in the list. Now we have list comprehension. Okay, so here what we are doing, squares. So here is the x square. Okay, we wanted to square all the values for x in the range 1 to 11. So in the range 1 to 11 we have the element 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so when you will use x square, this will square all the element in the list 1 to 10. So here you can see when I will execute, the values are 1 4 9 16, which are the squares of the numbers which are in the list 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, similarly you can use the same function for division. Here you can see I have the list of the element. Okay, and x by 2 for x in numbers. This is the set of the numbers or the list. Okay, so x by 2, this will divide the numbers. You can apply the other numbers, just like if you want to multiply, so you can use this sign. If you want to add 2 in each number, then you can use addition. If you want to subtract 2 from each number, you will use -1. Okay, this is the new list. If you want to get the squares of each number, then you will use this sign, control and enter. So these are the squares of the number which are in the list. Okay, then we have the 24th example, nested list. Okay, so in the nested list we have list of list. So this is the matrix. Okay, this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row. Okay, so this is the first list, this is the second list, this is the third list. So that's why this is the nested list. And when you will print, we have this element. If you want to access zero index list, first one, so we have to use here zero index. If you want to access the second row 4 5 6, so according to the index we can access any list from list of list, you can see. Then we have the last marks analysis. Okay, so here marks is a variable where we have stored the values as a list 78 85 92 67 88. So if you want to get the average, so what we have to do, we have to check the sum of the marks, then length of marks divided by length of marks. So this will calculate the average. Print marks, we can print these marks, then this statement will print the average, this will print the highest marks, this will print the minimum marks, control and enter. So here you can see the average is 82.0, highest number are 92, lowest marks are 67. So this is the all about the today's session, and what are the outcomes we can create to manipulate and analyze the Python list using the indexing slicing method and list comprehension. We are able to now apply the list in the real world data analysis task. Okay, so this is the use of the list and the list operations we have discussed one by one. I request to all the participants, please follow all the instructions and other examples. Try yourself hands-on following the lecture. Okay, so thank you very much to see this lecture.